Hi, I am M. Jagadish, Associate Professor in CSC Department. Please watch my videos, like and share my videos, and subscribe my channel. How to use the this pointer, and then come to the next one, which is a very important and a special function named as friend function. So here we just go to specify what actually a friend function is, how to work with the friend function, in which manner we just go to define the friend function, all those things we are going to discuss. Now, whenever if we want to share our private data by means of non-member function, by means of non-member function means member function means it is a function which was related to that particular class only. But now I am going to share the class of private data to the function which is defined or which is declared in some other class, which is specified as a non-member function. Whenever we are going to perform like this, then definitely we just go to make use of a special keywords to make function as a special function, and that special keyword is nothing but friend keyword to make the function as a friend function. So now I am going to declare the French in order to access my private data members from outside of the class also by means of other member function which was declared or defined in other classes also. That is done by means of friend. Basically, in general, in normal terminology, friend means sharing something. For example, assume if we have a friends, ultimately we share something with our friends. Similarly, in a class, if some private data is there, then that private data is related to only that particular class. It is not sharing to any other classes. But in some cases, it is essential to share the private data of one class to other classes also. So whenever if you want to share the private data of one class to other classes, then I can declare that function as a friend function to access the private data of other classes. Now how we are going to do means we'll discuss like this. Look at this is nothing but a friend function. Here this is the description of the friend function. Now friend function is a non-member function of a class, non-member function of a class which has the access of all private data members of that particular class, even though the member function is not related to a particular class. For example, there are two classes A and B. Now A has a private data X. Now to access the private data X, then whatever the member functions that are there in the A, ultimately the member functions can access. But now we extend that accessing to the next level. Now there is a one more class named as B. Now from the class B, still the member functions of the class B wants to access the private data X. Then how they can access means whenever we make those member functions as the friend functions, then simply those functions can access the private data of the class. So we are declaring that one as a friend function by means of a keyword, that is nothing but a friend. And when I just go to define a function, when I just for the declaration I can use the friend function, but when I just go to define a function, then the keyword friend is not necessary. We cannot use the keyword friend to define a function. And similarly, when I just go to define a friend function outside of the class body, it is there is not necessity to specify the scope resolution operator. The scope is throughout the program. There is not necessary to specify scope. We can define the friend function as a normal function, And one more thing, the major difference between the member function and friend function is the member function is going to execute through the objects. The member function can be accessed or executed through the object, but while friend function is not going to use the object, it is going to use the object as a parameter. So this is the difference between the friend function and a member function. Now look at this, how to define a friend function and how to declare a friend function. Now here I am defining a class with the class keyword, and now the class name is nothing but ABC. I am opening the class and declaring some blah blah in the private section, and come to the public part. In the public, I am going to declare one function as a friend function by means of the keyword friend. So friend, return type is void here, and the name of the function is xyz, and the parameter is nothing but object of the class. When I just declare or define the friend function, then definitely the parameter of the friend function must be the object of the class. And then close the class as usual. This is the way how we just go to declare the friend function. Now look at the example here. Now observe clearly. Here I am defining a class Ash. Now these are nothing but the XYZ are nothing but the private data members. And in the public part, I am defining one member function and one friend function. Now here I am making calculate is a friend function by using of the keyword that is nothing but friends. And that calculate function is returning a value that is nothing but integer value. Now this is a normal function. So add is a normal function. Here I am closing a class. And is a normal function. So outside of the class, I am defining the add function by means of class name and then member function and the number of parameters. Simply here I am assigning a value to x, b value to y, and then closing the function. Here I am not using the any return type when I am just going to define the member function outside of the class. Why? Because here this add is nothing but a constructor. Whenever the class name and function name are same, we can call that is a constructor. Constructors do not have any return types. That's why here I am not specifying the return type. We'll discuss about the constructor in detail after this one. Now go to the next one. Now look at this. Here I am just going to define calculate function. It is a friend function, so I am not using any scope resolution operator class name. Simply I am defining a function as a normal function. So return type calculate. P is the object for the class add, and then in this I just go to specify a statement return p dot x plus p dot y. Here I simply adding the x value and y value, where x and y are the private members. I am asking the private members by means of the object and dot operator. Object here is p, so p dot x plus p dot y. For example, x value is 5 and y value is 10. So p dot x plus p dot y means 5 plus 10, that is 15. The value will be returned. Come to the main function. So in the main function, I am calling add a comma 5. Here the x value is 5 and y value is 6. So adding 5 plus 6 is 10. See out calculate of a will becomes, 5 plus 6 is 11. So it is displaying the output as 11. So this is the way how we just go to work with friend function. Now here we discuss about some characteristics of the friend function, which is a very important when we are defining or discussing about the friend function. We have to specify the characteristics of the friend functions. I already specified the friend function is not in scope of the class. It is throughout the program. That's why outside of the class also we are defining the friend function as a normal function without using any scope resolution operator. That is the main one. And it cannot be called using the object of the class like a dot sum like that. Here I am not going to call friend function by means of objects, and the friend function can be invoked as a normal function. As a normal function, I am going to invoke the friend function. Then it should use a dot operator for asking members. So it can be public or private, whatever it is, irrespective. It can be public or it can be private. When we are asking the data, then definitely we have to use dot operator. And then different functions will take objects as arguments. Objects as arguments. And the most user friend function is nothing but overloading this insertion and extraction operators. So these are the characteristics of friend functions. Look at this. This is the example. How we are going to work. Already we discussed one example, and again we'll look at one more. Here I am defining a class demo. And then this is the beginning of the class, a normal private variable. In the public part, I am creating a constructor. This is a member function, but it is a constructor. We'll discuss later. Simply assigning a value to x, and I am declaring a friend function display, making by using of keyword friend, and I am declaring this display as a friend function, and then closing, and then closing. Now come to the definition of the function. So here it is a friend function. So friend function has a scope of the entire program, so we no need to use of scope resolution operator as the demo. And the parameter must be the object. D1 is the object of the class demo. And here we are simply asking the variable, that is the data member x. So d1 dot x. Simply demo d2 of come to the main function. Sorry, come to the main function. So here in this, we just go to create the object d2 for the demo class, and we are passing the value for the constructor demo. So display d2 means simply it is printing the value 5 on output screen. So this is the way how we are going to work with friend function. And there is a one more friend function which specifies how to work with the friend. Observe clearly. Here I am creating a class, defining a class sample by means of a keyword class, and I am using two data members in a private A and B. And come to the public section. In the public function section, I am defining a function setVal. In this function, I am assigning a value 25 to A and 40 to B, and I am declaring one more function me as a friend function by using keyword friend, and this function is returning a float value. When I make one function as a friend, then definitely parameter must be the object. So S is the object of the class sample. Now look at this sample class, here sample class. Then close the class, come to the next one, that is the inverse friend function. Here I am going to define a friend function. Float mean as a normal function we are defining, and the parameter is object. When I am discussing about the friend function, then definitely the friend functions will take objects as the parameters. So here S is the object. Simply I am calculating the average. So S dot A plus S dot B by 2 is the averaging of two values. So 40 plus 25 by 2, that is 65 by 2. So automatically 32 point something, 32.5. And then come to the main function. I am creating the object sample x. So cout mean x. So automatically it is executing this function. Before that, it has to invoke one more function named as x dot set value. X dot set value. That statement is missing here. X dot set value, which is used to assign the values, these things. After that one, we have to specify this one. So here I just go to specify x dot set value. I have to write. So set value function, I have to execute x dot set value, then which will assign the values of 25 and 40 to A and B. Then it is going to calculate the mean and calling mean of x as a normal function. So this is the difference. And then friend class, like a friend function. Here we are going to discuss about a friend class also. In the earlier sections, we make one function as a friend of another class. One function as a friend of another class. We already know and we execute some programs of one function as a friend of another class. But here it is also possible to make the member of one class can be friend of another class. All members of one class, simply we make one class as a friend of another class. When we make one class as a friend of another class, then automatically all the member functions are going to share. Each other. Now look at this. This is the example. Now look, observe clearly. Here I am defining a function demo and two variables, and in the public part I am defining a constructor. Now I am making friend class frnd, where frnd is nothing but a class. Remember, before going to define this class, I must declare this friend class FRND like this. FRND semicolon. So first I must write this one. Why? Because when the compiler is going to execute this class, when it comes to this one, it does not know what actually friend means. So we have to specify well in the beginning. Friend is a class. So friend class. So we are making that demo and FRND are two classes, and those two classes are friend classes. Like that. Look at this particular one. Class friend. Here I am defining class friend. There in the earlier I just simply declare. Now I am defining friend class. And in the display function, I am displaying x value and y value d1.x, d1.y, where d1 is nothing but the object for demo class. d1 is the object of demo class. With that d1, I am asking the values x and y, and that too, this x and y are in the class demo. So from this friend class, I am asking x and y, and at last I am closing the class. This is nothing but a friend class. How to work with friend class? Simply here I just come to the main program. Simply I am creating the object d2 for the demo class, and I am passing the values 10 and 5 to the x and y values, and creating the object for the friend class FRND. Now f1 dot display of d2, where d2 is the object and f1 is also the object. F1 is the object for the friend and d2 is the object for demo, where displays a normal function. So to invoke the normal function, as usual, we must invoke a normal function by means of dot operator. So that's what we are doing here. And at last, close the main function. So this is the way how we just go to work with friend classes. So with this, I can conclude that I hope you learn how to declare and define the friend functions inside the class and outside the class, the declaration inside the class and defining outside of the class. And also you can learn how to make and work with friend classes also.